First of all, if you don't have tools to manage those feelings, they're going to pile up on you. And ultimately, those fears and anxieties will weigh you down and be joined by a feeling of helplessness, which is really what depression is. It's helplessness in the face of anxiety, right?
Mm.
And so I have a great deal of compassion for the younger generations because they have so much to deal with. And my thought has always been, we got to get tools in their hands so that
Mm.
they understand what's true and what's not true, so that they understand how to be present with their personal challenges, even in the midst of what the world is presenting. Because I think if you focus on the ground around you, if you focus on what issues you're dealing with, you're going to stand a better chance of managing your way through. But when you
Mm.
start being overwhelmed by it all, or piling all of your fears and anxieties on top of each other, well, it becomes this tsunami that just takes you over. So I think, what I would tell people is slow down, just deal with one issue at a time, and trust that there's an outcome.
Mm.
One of the things I learned early on is look for what there is to learn. Just look for what there is to learn. And if you solve that, many of the issues will go away on their own.
Mm.
Again, that's when the fear of how am I going to make a living? How am I going to survive? The isolation, the loneliness, the depression, that's when these tools really count. And if you can build habits of managing your issues early on, those are
Mhm.
going to be lifelong habits.
Mhm.
So it can be a little harder, it can be a little more difficult. But
Right.
for them, if you teach them there are natural and easy solutions to the feelings and emotions you're going through.
But it really is so powerful that you are approaching, schools and integrating paradox process into schools and supporting children at such a malleable stage. Talk a lot about the chakras, and I just feel like
Mm,
that's a stage where there's just such they're probably in like their solar plexus stage, their power stage, which I feel like that's just like what you really are healing and opening up at the core.